internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Wow. How do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember earlier, I've told you guys in advance that we're going to see a lot of turbulence. And this is the turbulence that we're looking for. Remember, volatility is good for an asset class that is very early. And we're still in the infancy stages. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the future of XRP. How long can this appeal last? Can it go to Supreme Court, which, could last 4 to 6 years? And should we be panicking? Did we make a mistake? Right off the bat, I'll tell you right now, absolutely not. Because the next couple of months, a lot of people are going to be shocked. The fact that Ripple is expanding outside the United States is a very scary thing. And everything that just happened within the last 48 hours, since October 1st, you guys have seen ETFs, partnerships, announcements being made on Ripple's side, and it's only been 3 days. But things are gonna heat up, I'm telling you right now. So remember this guy, SEC enforcement director who pushed for big fines? He stepped down yesterday. And isn't it a coincidence that the same day he steps down is when they announced the appeal? And this man was known to give out harsh fines. Disgusting. Under Graywall, the SEC brought more than 2,400 enforcement actions and imposed more than $20 billion in fines. And they go brag about how they awarded more than $1 billion to snitches. It's very fascinating because he was known as this individual with a tough stance on cryptocurrency. And he was pushing for fines and all that stuff. But look at all the meme coins that are being fraudulent activities that's being done on Solana on a daily basis within the United States, and they're targeting an enterprise that's actually providing a real world use case to pretty much free up capital in the world economy. It is a joke. It is a joke. And I'm telling you, when everything gets revealed, now it's getting to a point where things are getting very shady. And if you guys didn't know, yesterday was a remarkable day for me because I had a reply from Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter. I couldn't believe it. I was shaking. I was like, there's no way he replied to me. And keep in mind, these Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, or anybody, when they, reply to people, they know the toll it takes on their profile and the interaction that occurs. And listen, I'm very vocal on Twitter about everything. They see our stuff, right? So listen to what he says here, because this is pretty much what we have been saying on this channel. Remember, I always say the truth will be revealed. There is much more to this. And listen to what Brad Garlinghouse said, where he replied to me yesterday when I mentioned him about Gary Gensler and how he's taking so long. This can't be right. He said, certainly feels like there is something more behind this than what is readily apparent. The truth, the corruption, always comes to light eventually. And now our conspiracy hats we could take off, because we know there's more to it. And they internally even know there's more to it, because I'm sure the closed door meetings and the conversations that take place, they hear one thing and another thing happens. So there's a lot of directional movements within the SEC right now. And that's all known within the OCC, everybody. And listen to what Jeremy Hogan says here, and then I will tell you guys, is it going to last 4 to 6 years? Jeremy Hogan, his initial thought, if you guys don't know Jeremy Hogan, he's been a part of the XRP community for a very long time when Ripple got sued, and he broke down everything, and he is a lawyer himself. His initial thoughts on the SEC appeal, he says big mistake, and I personally was very, very shocked. It will appeal the programmatic sales ruling, and if it wins, it will get more money from Ripple and have protected no one. So pretty much they're going for more money. I'm not going to read all the points here. But he goes on to mention that the SEC is very, very likely to lose, both statistically and based on the fact-heavy way the judge wrote her opinion. And in my opinion, this is not going to last 6 months. And if it does, I will be shocked. Because with the elections going on, with the crypto pushouts going on, with Gary Gensler, vocally being announced that he's going to be fired if Trump goes into the office. And some of you guys may say Trump doesn't have authority like that. Yeah, guys, are you serious? Like, give me a break. And this is do or die. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, not just for us, but for the world, for every country to take advantage of this adoption rate, right? You really think the US economy is going to fall behind because some rat is going to sit there? And again, keep in mind, it's not just SEC, it's not just Gary Gensler. There's more to it. There's black suits behind him that we don't even see, right? It's much, much larger than this. But the appeal outcome, is it going to last four years? It won't take years. In my opinion, this should all be resolved within a year. Think about it. Ripple and the SEC could reach a settlement outside of the court, rendering the appeal is pretty much unnecessary. And don't forget that this option is on the table. The SEC might withdraw the appeal if they believe the chances of winning are slim, or if new developments occur that make pursuing the appeal less favorable. In terms of, imagine every world economy creating regulatory frameworks, which they already have. It doesn't logically make sense, guys. I don't really need to explain it. There's no fear, there's no FUD. I'm gonna be packing my bags. While the appeal is progressing and the SEC realizes that a decision in Ripple's favor could set a broader, unfavorable legal precedent, they may decide to withdraw to avoid the outcome. And they're going to. This is not a matter of it's going to take 4 years. This is not going to get paused for 4 years. And we're probably going to do a double header today because there's so much information that is being rolled out right now by Swift and even Ripple, which is enormous. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Nothing is a coincidence. There is no way the SEC publicly announces that they're going to get rid of this money-hungry, tough stance, Mr. I hate crypto industry, right? They say he's going to step down, and then the same day they announced the Ripple appeal. They took months to just put a one-pager, right? And everything will be revealed. And I want to congratulate every single one of you guys in advance that are tuning in every day, that are educating yourselves. The amount of knowledge that has been obtained and the amount of wealth that you're about to obtain is going to be monumental. Congratulations in advance. This is going to be a movie. This is going to be a story. This is going to be iconic. And when XRP flips Bitcoin, oh my goodness.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.